Donald Trump is going to spend this election trying to fool people into thinking that the economy isn't collapsing around us because of his failure to lead during this public health crisis. But it is. And Joe Biden wants to build the economy back better than before. Instead of just patching over the cracks, he wants to make this economy work for the whole country. He's got a real plan to take it forward. And one of the best parts is exactly where you started this, Chris. It's that he wants to use the power of government procurement. The fact that the government buys so much stuff from steel that goes into battleships all the way to toilet paper that goes into federal office buildings. And to say he's going to use that power affirmatively. He's going to use it to help build a greener economy and green jobs. He's going to use it in order to restore manufacturing here in the United States by American. He's going to use it to strengthen unions, and he's going to make a $300 billion investment in innovation here in America. So it's about jobs right now, and it's about jobs for decades to come. These are the plans that the vice president has embraced because it's his vision. He doesn't just want to build the old economy, he wants to build the next economy. That's why his core phrase here is build it back better, build back better. And he wants to do this for communities of color, for women, for small businesses, to make sure that it's an economy that works not just on the two coasts, but an economy that works all across this country. It's a bold vision. There are kind of two parts to this. The first one is to remind everyone that Trump just spent $1.5 trillion in giveaways to billionaires, millionaires, and giant corporations. I mean, it's all there for the rich people. And what did the Republicans say about that? Not a problem at all. But the second part is to remember something like procurement. We're already spending that money. We're buying steel. We're buying toilet paper. The difference is that the vice president is saying, you want to sell toilet paper to the United States of America, and frankly, that's a big contract. You want to do that, you got to go green. You want to do that, you got to pay your workers a living wage. You want to do that, you've got to give small businesses a chance. You want to do that, you've got to hire American workers. We're going to do this right here in the United States. He's got the idea you build an economy from the grassroots up. The decision on vice president is up to Joe Biden. And no matter who he chooses, I am 100% behind the ticket, and I'm going to work my heart out to get it done. To get Joe Biden into the White House, to get a Democratic Senate and a Democratic House, to help us in the state houses and the state legislatures. There is so much we need to do, and I am all in to help in any way I can. Like I said, the decision is up to him. But let's be clear what a big part of this election is going to be about. It's Donald Trump's failures. Donald Trump was a failed president before we hit the coronavirus crisis. And look what he's shown us in the last 5 months. This is a man who is just totally overmatched, who simply cannot manage. And we see people getting sick and dying every single day because he is so incompetent. And here's the thing, he's not just incompetent, he actually seems to have no human empathy. He has given no indication that he cares about the tens of thousands of people across this country who have died. He has no plan. He has no plan for testing. He has no plan for our economy. And he has no plan. We have nurses today. I spoke with nurses this morning who can't get personal protective equipment. 5 months into this crisis, and we are still struggling for masks. There's an old saying, justice delayed is justice denied. The idea that you don't just need the right outcome, you need it now. And that's the problem we've got around being able to see Donald Trump's taxes. So look, I think that there's a good chance he'll be able to hold off until after November 3rd on revealing his taxes. But boy, That should be a message loud and clear in big flashing neon lights that Donald Trump has got a lot to hide. He is trying to cover up for his own corruption and for his corrupt government. And once again, that's where you see the kind of comparison. Joe Biden is a man who's put his taxes out there for everyone to see. He's also a man who wanted to have an inspector general oversee the work he did in the last bailout with the Obama Biden administration. Donald Trump, exactly in the opposite direction. I'm telling you, the contrasts in 2020 could not be clearer. And that's why I'm in this fight all the way for Joe Biden.